Good morning, friends. The lighting in here is not very good, but how's it going? So as you know, I'm on a trip. Um, as you're seeing this, I should be at Walt Disney Studios. I think. I don't know. Um, I do know that is where I should be. But it is time for my Thrive check-in. It is Sunday. I did not pack my stands at all. Uh, so I am doing this freehand, and so I'm sorry it's going to be a little shaky. Hopefully that's okay for you, but let's get into it. Okay, so my blood sugar was a little elevated this morning, but I was eating kettle corn at it wasn't midnight, but it was like after 10. Um, my niece and I and my mom were watching White Chicks, so um, it's not as high as I thought it would be, which is good. Um, so, it's a little elevated just because new place, new things, you know. Um, Blood pressure was slightly elevated the past couple of days as well, but I am sitting on a bed to take it instead of sitting at a desk in a chair. So I think just the way I'm sitting is affecting that as well. Because, if you cross your legs, it changes it all. So this has been okay. It's taking a little bit of a hit. The day we flew out, I read a ton. And the 2 days before it, I read a ton as well. And then I haven't been able to read since I got here just because we've been kind of busy visiting and things like that. So this is the day we got here, which is why it was so little sleep. We flew in and we were supposed to leave Houston. We had a layover in Houston. And we were landing in Houston at 7, and we were supposed to get on our plane at 8 and take off. And our terminals are, is that what those words are? Are like doors to check in were right next to each other. Is terminal is not the word. Gate is the word. Our gates were right next to each other, but when we landed, we found out that there was like a 2.5 hour delay, and that our new gate was across the airport. So we didn't leave Houston till like 10:40. So we didn't get to Florida and get our luggage and back to the house until like 3 a.m. So, and you guys have seen my bed. My bed is feather light, but my pillows are pretty stiff. But here it's the opposite. The bed is really stiff, but the pillows are very light. So my sleeping has been kind of wonky. I'm hoping this week we'll get back to that better. Steps. I still hit over my step goal on the day we flew in. I had quite a few because I focused on getting my steps before the plane. And then with the gates being moved, that's what that. Yesterday, we actually ended up, actually, this is yesterday, but yesterday we had to drive some people to the Orlando airport, which was a couple hours away from where we are. So I was in the car for like 4 hours that day. And then the day before, we went to Savannah, Georgia, and that was like a 2.5 hour drive there and back. So it's been a lot of time in the car, but I still hit at least 500 over my goal. So that's good. Self-care has been really hard just because I haven't been really wanting to do much. So I did it before I got on the plane. This was kind of a sort of, because for the go for a walk, because we were in Savannah, Georgia, and we were walking around like downtown or Old Town or something to that. So it was kind of a walk, but I didn't do anything else besides that. And then yesterday I actually did like my sheet mask self-care. But other than that, I haven't really done much of anything. I have been really good not spending. I didn't buy anything in the airport or anything like that. Yesterday, when we took the people to the airport, I was with my mom, and driving back, we didn't have a cord to plug her phone into the car, and I knew she would be a lot more comfortable if she had that. So we stopped at a 7-Eleven and I bought my mom a cord. We don't need to talk about anything there. Habit tracker, I've been doing good. That was a mistake. But the day we got in, so this is the day we got in. I literally just went to bed. I didn't do my nighttime anything. I didn't journal. I didn't self-care. I did not do anything. Again, I self-cared and cleaned before we left. Yesterday, I did all the things. I'm not going to worry too much about cleaning while I'm here, just because I have daily tasks for cleaning. And I don't have those here. But I'll clean up some while I'm here. Like, I'll clean up after myself. But, like, it's not going to be a deep clean like I want to. So that's why the things in the boxes, if I don't get them, I'm not going to count them against me. But that's why I got to mark off that I did all the things. Weigh-ins, I can't weigh in here. I don't have a scale. So these we are going to ignore for a little while. The next one, we will come back to this, actually, because we need to check in with our individual debts before we can do a total debt update. And I did not color these in, even though I colored everything else in, because I wanted to do it. Oh, I just dumped out all my markers. Because I wanted to do it with you guys. Oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop. Oh, you know what? There's one thing we didn't talk about. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. It was right before. I forgot to move it. So it is the first of the month. So we are going to talk about subbies and watch hours. So last month I had 506 subbies, and now as of this morning I had 518. So I do get to color in one more. I did not bring these markers here. So I'm not going to color it in yet, because I want them to kind of match. And then as for watch hours, I had started losing watch hours because I hit my year mark on posting videos for cash stuffing on YouTube. So I had 1730, which was actually up from a while, but it wasn't over what I had. So I didn't get to mark anything. But now I have 1805. So I do get to mark at least one more. Technically, it should be two more. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 51, 50. So that's 8. So that's 1600. 1650, 1758. So I get to color in one more. I colored that in when I shouldn't have. So I do get to color in one more, but again, I don't have those markers with me here. So yeah. But total debt we're going to come back to. So as for my student loan, oh no, we do car first. So for the car, this month, my payment, it took my overall total down by $296. So when we get home, I get to do $296 on Treasure Debt, and I should have 30 cars filled in, which goes all the way to here. So I'm going to go do that real quick. Okay, like I said, it doesn't match exactly because I don't have the right markers here. But I got to color in 2 cars. For anyone who is curious, why did I color in 2? I must have been able to color in 1 in last week and I didn't mark it. I'll have to double check that later. But, so what I do is my payment is over my 296 that it went down. I factor in the interest. So like whatever interest went up, I take off because my total debt has not gone down that much. So my total debt has only gone down on my car payment, $296, even though that's not what I paid. That's going to bug me, but maybe not. I don't know. As for student loans, I'm still only at 3. I made my payment, and it only went down $30, which is not enough to do anything. And as for our new Super Saver, I started off, this is rounded up to the nearest 100, so I don't actually owe that much. But I did make a couple payments, and the total went down not a couple. I made one payment, and the total went down 700. No, not 700. I wish $171. Which actually I get to color in 3 boxes. What I think I'm going to do is each box is going to, I'm going to color them all different colors, but they're going to be the same color each time I color them in. So I can see when I get to make big payments versus when I make my little payments. So I'm going to go do that. Boom! I got to color in 3 whole squares. Each square is $45. And so, yeah. I was so close to getting 4 squares, but that's okay. 45 and 45 is 90. I'm doing my math again real quick. Okay, yeah. So, between all of the debts that I've paid, my total debts that I have paid off this month are equal to, and that's not including the interest and stuff because I don't factor that in, $497. So I do get to color in 1 dot because each dot is, or does Pac-Man count? Each dot. I'm just going to color in the dot. I don't know if Pac-Man counts. But each dot is $320. So I only get to color on 1, but that is still 1 dot. And I'm just doing it in number order of like the markers I do have here. So, that is where we're at. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. And bye.